Hello and welcome back. Today I am making a very simple pickled beet recipe to share with you, and I just love pickled beets. They are packed with iron and all sorts of goodness. So what I'm doing first is I've washed the beets, I've cut the ends off, and I'm wrapping them in tin foil to go into the oven at 400 degrees. And I have really made it so I don't get any leaking on my baking pan because it's just easier to clean up. So I've covered the baking pan in parchment paper, and then I'm wrapping these beets in tin foil. So not only are the beets rich in iron, it is also rich in something called betalains, which helps reduce inflammation, and it's just packed with all sorts of good minerals, vitamins, antioxidants, and it helps in aiding your gut digestion because of probiotics and things like that. Basically, it's just a superfood. And because I am low on iron, I am just trying to get things like this into my body, and this is definitely something our whole family enjoys. So I'm just doing a very basic recipe today, and you can add things like cloves, allspice, black peppercorn. I just think that that's a wonderful combination for like that really good autumn style pickled beets or Christmas style pickled beets, winter. It kind of has that wintry flavory that just goes so well together. Or you could add rosemary and dill, cumin, thyme. The list goes on. You could even do different vinegars, like you could use balsamic vinegar or white wine vinegar. In this recipe today, all I had was the white distilled vinegar, so that's what I've used. So now I have, in the video, you can see I have roasted the beets. They're out of the oven, and they were in the oven for 1 hour. After the hour, they're pretty much done. You can pretty much trust if your oven works right, they'll be done, but you can open them up and put a fork in it just to make sure that the fork or toothpick or whatever you have is inserted. If not, you can just bake for another like 15 or 20 minutes. Just kind of depends on the size of your beet. So with the skins of the beet, I like to either eat them or feed them to my chickens. My chickens really think of them as a nice treat. And it is a nice healthy treat for the chickens. So in the recipe that I will be mixing together in a bowl to pour over my pickled beets in that mason jar will be about a cup of hot water. I just heated it in my kettle. 2 teaspoons of unrefined raw cane sugar. 1 teaspoon of Himalayan pink salt. And 1/2 cup of white distilled vinegar. So that's what I used. Again, you can switch up the vinegar, you can switch up the spices, maybe once you get comfortable enough to make this over and over. This base recipe is very, very good, but then you can just add your flair to it and season it how you like. Next time, I really kind of miss that clove and allspice flavor, and so I will be adding that to my pickled beets next time. So just cut these beets into bite-sized pieces after you peel them and put them in the jar, and then we'll mix up that liquid to pour over the beets, which will give it that pickling flavor. Now once you have everything in your jar, you can just let them sit in the refrigerator for about an hour, and you can eat them as soon as the hour's up. I just like them to marinate for at least an hour. If you go longer, even better. And they should store in your fridge for about 3 months. Mine never lasts that long though. We like to all snack on them, including all of my children. And you know, you can add them to a salad, which is really, really good. with like all sorts of different salads. You can add them in a nice healthy wrap. You can add them to your Greek dish. We had lamb and feta with Greek olives and some spinach, and I put some on top of that, and it made for a really nice dinner last night. So here we're pouring the liquid over. If you have a funnel, that works really good. Or mix the liquid up maybe in some kind of pouring container. That beet juice sure would be good for like watercoloring or something. It's like a very natural stain. And there we go, our beautiful jar of beets. I hope you enjoyed the video, and we will see you next time. Bye.